My heel spur hurts right now. Whew. I'm wearing the wrong shoes, fellas. This is who I am. I'm not a quitter. I'm wearing the wrong shoes. Stare at myself 24/7 because flawless. I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I can't just do YouTube because to me that's boring. What's up, my dirty, nasty, stinky bra? I'm wearing the wrong shoes. For literally, I get jealous. I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I know how to lose weight better than anybody, but I'm not a dirty person.
Hello, welcome to a video. This has taken me over a month to complete. The amount of brain rot I had to go through to make this is irreversible. I want to just get into it. So let's start off with the day that Amber is dumped. First column, obviously, that's the month. Second column, this is how I think it's best to keep the days so they stay in numerical order if I need to switch anything or add something. So 2-3 is 2023, the next two numbers is the month, and then the last two numbers is the day. So it goes from biggest to smallest. Column here has a different purpose. It was hard to think of a way to make like a timeline, so I think this was the most effective way, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. So we will go through it, and at the end I can have it scroll so you can get like the full view, because yeah, we'll have to do this in chunks. It's pretty long. Starting with the day that Amber is dumped, 4th of July 2023, before the fireworks happen. For the first couple weeks, we have Amber saying that everything is mutual and that, you know, they know that they both deserve better, which implies that Amber thinks she deserves better than Wifey. There has been no mention of Valentine yet, which does line up with what Amber later says. July 20th, Amber realizes that this is no longer mutual. By the end of the month, she is writing poetry to comfort herself. We see her start to make an effort for her appearance so she can get a new girlfriend. On to August. Come August 1st, Amber says she is officially in her breakup era. She begins her packing to move to Oklahoma. Of course, at this time, she doesn't say where she's going, but everyone knows that she really doesn't have anywhere else to go besides with her family. She does admit that she is still emotional, everything, and she does share that she thinks she may be getting depressed. This is also the first time that we hear Amber mention her friend from Virginia. So that's what this peach-ish column is. So the next video, she does continue to mention her friend and also mentions Wifey as the love of her life. The next video is when Amber is going through her stuff, setting things aside for donations, and she reminisces on the Wifey scrunchie. The day later, we see that Amber has her hair done, and she embraces that this is her breakup era. She explains that she hasn't posted in a week because she's depressed. 15th, Amber says the heartbreak era is over and that she is redefining it as a self-love era. And she also says that she is currently getting high every day, all day, and that she wants to go sober. Nothing really lines up with the columns here. The 16th of August, we see Amber and Wifey joking and giggling together because they are still living together at this point. Amber says that she wants to go back on track. She's probably been emotional eating at this point to comfort herself. 17th, we see Amber's hair and makeup is done. She talks about looking for an apartment, and we see her and Wifey still joking and giggling together. 21st of August, Amber mentions that the friend from Virginia is a friend that she's had for over a decade. This friend also convinces her to weigh in to keep track of her progress, and Amber publicly says that she no longer wants to be with Wifey anymore, even if Wifey asked her. And the last video for the month, the 25th of August, Amber has her hair and makeup done. She confesses that her and Wifey hooked up, and that they both woke up with no weird feelings, and we just continue to see them joking and giggling together. The month of September, Amber doesn't post much nor share much. She does start off the month with her hair and makeup done pretty regularly. She continues packing and she keeps tossing out the things that hold memories of Wifey. So she's still hurting from those memories still, so that's why she's getting rid of the stuff. Amber says that the person that she was talking to is no longer interested in Amber, so this must have been after the live stream where she was in like the blue long sleeve shirt where she was giggling. She does mention her friend from Virginia at this point, but she doesn't speak much on it. And I think I put the X here because her and Wifey are still living together, and she like briefly mentions or infers or insinuates something about Wifey, but doesn't directly say anything. The last video that Amber posts on in September, we all visibly see that Amber has a hickey on her upper chest area. She says that she fell in love with someone else, and that, or falling in love with someone else, is what hurt Wifey. But she also confirms that her and Wifey are still hooking up. That is September. Come October, Amber is doing a better job at posting. So her first video goes up early October. You see that her hair and makeup is done. The movers are coming to pick up the boxes, and that her and Wifey are in the final days of living together. October 8th, she sleeps in her clothes and makeup on the living room couch, and it is her last day in Kentucky. Mentions that she's blocking a lot of emotions to cope, and that today is the 15-hour road trip to Oklahoma that Wifey is taking her on. I put the yellow here because she says that she's having to cope, so she's definitely sad that everything is over. But come October 10th, she is alone in Oklahoma. And again, she's just crying about Wifey. I didn't put a yellow here because it's not exactly about depression. This one's just more so about Wifey. I don't know why I did that. I probably should have put yellow. But Amber does say she's going out this evening, and when she does, there is a subscriber that approaches her in the grocery store. The next time we see Amber, she does mention that she misses Wifey and that she had a breakdown recently. And this is just a video primarily of her unpacking. October 14th, we see that Amber's hair and makeup is done. She confirms that she's in Oklahoma because remember, she didn't want to say initially. She wanted to make like a big announcement. But where else is she going to go? She says she's also happy being around her family, and then this is when her quote unquote retirement era sort of begins, where she's spending a lot of time playing bingo with mom. Halfway through October, on the 16th, Amber's hair and makeup is done again, and she's been putting a lot of effort to get out of her depression by making a routine for herself. This is also the first time we see Amber DoorDash alcohol. So she gets herself 2 Buzz Balls and a 6-pack of White Claws. She admits that she drank 2 Buzz Balls and 2 White Claws. The next time we see her, Amber has her hair and makeup done, and she spent time primping on it, and she just pretty much spends time with her family. So continuing on to the later part of October. Around October 20th, Amber says that she's single and she's slowly coming to terms with this. She also makes the vlog where her friend sends her a lamp as a housewarming gift. And this is when she starts making her TikToks where she's quoting herself, like those moments like, I ordered an apple and I got a bag of chips. Oh, the question mark's here because the friend that sent her the lamp either could be the friend from Virginia or it could be Valentine. We don't really know. She doesn't give us much to go off of. October 22nd, we see that Amber is at bingo with her mom. She's got her hair and makeup done, and they also go shopping. The 24th, Amber tells us she showered. This is the first time she goes to the casino. She says she's been off track for 2 weeks but wants to get back on track. And she does confess that she's been very depressed because of her love life. She says she wants to film only when her hair and makeup is done, and she just spends time with mom at this moment. The 27th, she continues to talk about how she showers. We see her do her hair and makeup, talks about perfume, and she just talks more about how she's been really depressed that she wakes up alone. The 30th, Amber just spends time with her mother. Now we are in the month of November. Amber continues to be spending time with her mother and his boyfriend. This is when she goes to the casino again. We see her also go to church. And she says that she had gotten drunk in the evening but did not film during this time. So I did put the box there because she did say that she was drinking. We don't know what she did though, like how much she drank and what she drank. And again, Amber mentions Wifey and says that Wifey wanted to get back together, but due to Amber pursuing the love interest previously mentioned, that, ended up not wanting to pursue anything else, they did not reconcile because that hurt Wifey. Amber also mentions that Wifey is ghosting her now and will not respond to her text messages. November 7th, Amber says that she hurt Wifey because she couldn't control who she was loving. All right. This is when Amber says Wifey no longer wants to be her friend anymore. She does mention a friend. It could be the Virginia friend. It could be Valentine. We don't know. She doesn't give us much. Now it is Thanksgiving time. Of course, she spends it with her family. They went to the casino. This is also when Amber gets followed around the casino by some random dude, but she's also beginning to feel more confident in herself. So this is likely from her just doing her hair and makeup. I don't see anything in particular that she did her hair and makeup because she was just hanging out with families. I think that is why I did not put the lilac in. The same night, but technically the next day, the 27th, this is when the man calls her at 4 a.m. and leaves a 3-minute voicemail. Amber says that she has 2 buzzballs, and this is when she has a Instagram Q&A, and she does respond to one about exes. She also says that she was on the phone with a friend before bed. So could this be Valentine? Could this be the Virginia friend? We don't know. The 28th, Amber is hungover. She spends time with family. 29th, she's been listening to songs that her and Wifey would slow dance to so she could become immune to the memories. She's been doing this for about a week at this point. She gets matching Lego keychains with a friend. This could be again Valentine. This could be Virginia friend. And Amber says that she went to the grocery store so she can cook for her mom and boyfriend. At the end of November, the 30th, Amber orders Taco Bell at 2 a.m., and this is when she's standing outside for about 20 minutes. She does admit that she's sad here, ordering Taco Bell at 2 a.m. and standing outside for 20 minutes in the cold. Just does reveal that Amber is still sad, but she does reiterate that she is not going to do Vlogmas this year. Now it is December, and we do get a lot of info about her. So this is the time where this is when Amber talks a lot about her hair, when Twinkie got into quote unquote something green. We see that Amber's nails are still chipped, so she's not done her nails. She admits to having some alcohol, says that she wants to experience living alone. She also does talk about Wifey, cries, and gives thanks because she thinks that Wifey brought her back down to earth a bit. I'm not exactly sure what she meant because it kind of sounds like humbled, but just like giving her a sense of reality, I suppose. I don't know. December 10th, we see her nails are not done, so she's not gone to the salon yet. She talks about shower, makeup, clothes, what clothes she wants to wear for the day, confirms she's not talking to a man, and talks about how she will get a nose piercing. And this is also when she runs into a friend of someone that she had been DMing on Instagram. And this is like when people are like, Amber, that could be like a stalker situation. That's so weird. And yeah. Amber orders Wifey's food and admit that she thought about Wifey while eating it. She's getting over it at this time, though. We kind of see her, trying to get through everything and not associate these things with Wifey anymore. December 12th, she spends time with her mom. Nails not done still. 18th, she goes to Walmart. 19th, she's spending time with family, talks more about perfume, things about gifts and that. She also mentions the stalker in Kentucky. The 20th, she admits to drinking 5 buzz balls. 21st, Amber is thinking back how in 2019 she couldn't stand up for long periods, so she is happy and proud of herself for making progress. The 22nd, Amber goes to a Christmas party. She runs into subscribers and she has painted her nails, so they're no longer chipped anymore. 24th, she addresses the Mr. Snowflake interview with Casey. She doesn't take specific accountability. She says something along the lines like, share your truth, which can be like an interpretation that it's not the actual truth, it's just their truth. And she says that she just wants to be mindful of her goals. 26th is her birthday. She spends it with her family, gets a perfume. And we see that her nails are chipped. 27th, she goes to her grandma's to celebrate her birthday, goes shopping, and she mentions she bought her very best friend a lavender candle. So that's either Valentine or Virginia girl. It could be either or. Again, we don't know. It is now the end of 2023. She goes out to eat with her family. She orders alcohol via DoorDash and is outside at 9:30. She drinks the buzzball when she gets it. She also mentions telling her BFF Happy New Year. So again, either Valentine or Virginia friend, we don't know. But this is the first time that Amber goes to the salon and gets acrylics. It is 2024. Now it is the beginning of the new year. She talks about her resolutions, which are staying on track. We see her acrylics are still on, of course, because she got them done yesterday. And she also says that she texted Wifey Happy New Year. The next day, she admits that Wifey just ghosted her, even after texting again. She is constantly reminded by Wifey by the things she sees on social media. Amber's acrylics are still on. This is when she talks about interviewing for a TLC show. She spends time with her mom. Acrylics are on. Amber mentions her best friend has a nose piercing, whether it's Valentine or Virginia, we are unsure. Amber says she regrets hurting Wifey. She starts, crying here, and she just talks about perfume. The 10th of January, she's doing bingo and she's finished a Lego. The 11th, that's her first mile-long walk with Twinkie. The 12th, she talks about her food addiction, is determined to stay on track. The next day, she goes to the bin store, she buys stuff, they go out to eat. The 14th, she does a Lego. So continuing with January, she's doing a lot of content at this time. Does a Q&A, talks about how she likes living alone. She does mention Wifey. She mentions Beck. We see that Amberlynn's nails are now different, so they're medium length black acrylics. And she talks about Legos. She talks about her luggage hack to take clothes between the different apartment units. The 19th, she admits that she is still depressed or has been feeling depressed, and the only motivation is to want Twinkie. 20th, spending time with family. Same with the 21st. 25th, says she's been depressed. Now she mentions, quote unquote, 2 friends that are near and dear to her that will visit soon and that they'll be staying on the couch. So at this point, she says they'll come in about a week. Amber says, they've seen me at my worst, and I cannot believe they would come and see me, though I live so far from them. And everyone speculates that this is Eric and Ricky. Her nails are still black and matte. 26th, Amber goes to the salon, gets new nails, and this is when the laundromat photo is taken of her. So now we're at the end of January. This is when she starts talking about the laundromat photo incident. We see her nails, and she does say that she's been ordering food multiple times a day. Amber says her friends will be coming over later this week. We are in February. This is when her friends have come and left. and Amber mentions that they should be back in May. She spends time with her family, Dave and Buster's, Hot Pot, Casino, and she's got pink acrylic nails. In the next couple days, she talks more about the laundromat incident, and she mentions her friends coming over. The 12th of February, Amber says that she's had a new friend since September, but clarifies that they are not dating. We see Amber has a pink acrylic nail, but later on she does show that on her left thumb, one of the corners broke off. And this is when Amber says that a friend got her a $400 Lego, spends time with mom, and then also talks some more about her friends that did not want to be on her channel, not heard either. 14th February, Amber talks about Valentine. She also confirms that her and Valentine are supposed to begin dating at this point. She doesn't say this yet, but this is what the timeline does say in hindsight. The 17th goes to Walmart. Some random dude is trying to bother her. Again, she mentions the breakup with Wifey. She talks about Alexis, who is Valentine. We see her pink acrylic nails have not been fixed. Amber says she's interested in Alexis and that she's proud of herself for taking it slow. The 18th of February, Amber gets her nails done again. This time she goes with the green. She goes on another walk with Tinky, and for the rest of the vlog, she's just spending time with her family. The 22nd is when she gets Hot Pot with her mom. This is when people hear the Christmas music in the background, and Amber is accused of using old footage she has admitted to doing in the past. So now in March, Amber's just spending time with her family, bingo, restaurants. Amber does say she has a current love life on the 12th. She also talks about weight loss surgery. We see on the 16th that she gets new chrome stiletto nails. Amber takes Twinkie to the vet, which mom takes Amber, Amber takes Twinkie, and they just go shopping for the rest of the month. Nothing really happens in March. We are at April. Amber talks about Beck. She also mentions Wifey a bit. She does admit she's been actively in love, but she's been private since Wifey. Amber spends time with her nieces and nephew, goes to the casino, continues being off track. Amber admits to her and Valentine being together since Valentine's Day of 2023. And we also see that Amber's nails are undone. Same video, maybe next video, I don't remember. Amber confirms that the Valentine era has begun. The rest of the month, she's spent doing stuff with her family, bingo, spending time with mom, and the 22nd of April is when Amber talks about her mother's criminal history. That's public information, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them. A like would be appreciated, and subscribe if you really want to make me happy. No pressure though. Again, this is my first time doing anything like this, and I hope to not take so long making another video. Thanks.
I know how to lose weight better than anybody. I'm wearing the wrong shoes, fellas. I'm wearing the wrong shoes.